Hello, and welcome to this new episode of Uncle Tone's Divinations. This morning we are looking at the energy for you for December 23rd, 2025. It's also a timeless reading, so if you feel guided to listen to this video at a later time, you still should be able to find some information, a message to help and guide you on your destiny's path. Also, happy birthday, Meg the Draconic Priestess. That being said, let's start our ritual by lighting a second candle so that we temporarily anchor in your ancestors and spirit guides so that they can join my ancestors and spirit guides to bring you this message that I hope will be positive, constructive, ameliorative. Very well. Let's see what's the energy for you this morning. Yeah. We are gonna start with the Symbolon. We're gonna pick 3 cards, one for each side of the Symbolon, and the third for the energy that is linking them. This Symbolon represents 2 energies that are linked, that are united in the spiritual, maybe in the physical too, but in the spiritual that is for sure. This can be 2 parts within yourself. This could be you and a soulmate, you and somebody else, another soul that you have a link, a karmic link with. So let's see. And we have a first card, please, for the first part of this symbol. One card, please, for this symbol. Thank you. We've got the growl. Can we have a second card, please, for the second part of this symbol? Thank you. Separation. And the uniting energy. Responsibility of creation. The mage is under the deck. Yeah, and you've got some black mess in the middle. So there's some form of black magic, of interfering energy that's trying to get in between those 2 sides of the symbol. Yeah, I feel an energy here this morning of a divine love that has been kept apart. That has been kept apart in this lifetime and in previous lifetimes. Each of those energies have to do the work, to take accountability, to take responsibility for their growth, for the voyage that they undertook. To learn what they came here to learn before they can unite again. What was under the deck again? The mage. Yeah. So you've got responsibility of the creation, and under the deck you've got this mage that is doing some form of alchemy, of magic, trying to create. There's a small being in this vase. but I feel it's the polar opposite of this responsibility of creation. It's the card, it's this mage, this magician that is trying to use black magic to keep those energies separated, to prevent a divine union, to prevent those energy from reaching their goal, their common goal. Okay, we are going to be taking the Akashik Tarot to do a Celtic cross spread. So, as always, remember to use your intuition and discernment. Take what resonates, discard the rest, and remember that not every reading is your reading. So, that being said, let's see. And we have a first card, please, for the person of importance. One card, please, for the person of importance. Thank you. We've got the Five of Forces. Summer, winter, and we just entered winter in the northern hemisphere. Under the deck, the three criteria: willpower, spirit, wisdom. Mid deck, the Eight of Roses, Shanga, community, and under the deck, Archangel Michael, bringing divine love and protection. Yeah, I feel that there's this disconnect that is happening in an energy that is creating a return, a flipping of energy, a return of some form of energy that was going towards one person in the past. This person is losing this energy, and this energy is being given back to another person. Yeah, I feel this summer, winter card is linked to the top and bottom energies on the Symbolon, the responsibility of creation, and this mage, this magician of black magic. Yeah, this magician is going in its winter phase, in its last phase of life, as the other energy, one of those, or maybe both of those, are taking accountability, are doing the work to reunite, and thus are reaching the summer of their life. Yeah, with this criteria, there's this energy, this message that to stay fully aligned, to be able to really reunite, to get your crown, you have to use your fire, your determination, your creativity, your willpower. You have to take actions to plant the seeds, to take care of them, to make them grow, of your manifestations. And you have to be aligned within your art space, with your feelings, with your soul's desires. Let's see now with the second card what you have as an obstacle or a challenge to overcome. Can we have one card, please, for the challenge to overcome? Thank you. We have the Four of Roses, Visions of the Ego. Under the deck you still have the three criteria. Mid deck, the Six of Roses, the War of Roses. Under the deck, Initiation and the Count, the Duke, the Duke of Saint-Germain. It seems like this challenge to overcome is in both of your lives, in both of those energies, to be able to get over some form of a rite of passage regarding listening to your intuition over your ego, over your mental wants and needs, your constructed wants and needs. Yeah. To be able to see in others and in yourself the best, the divine. To see over the visions of your eyes, of your perceptions, to see what is beneath, what has always been, the soul. Let's see now with the third card what you have as your conscious influences. We have one card, please, for the conscious influences. Thank you. I have the Three of Roses, Loving Spirits. Under the deck, the Three of Keys, Checkers. Three of Roses, Three of Keys. 33 might have a special meaning for you. Mid deck, the Buddha is preparing. And under the deck you still have initiation of the Duke of Saint-Germain. I feel that you are quite aware of the help you are receiving from the divine, from your ancestors and spirit guides, the help to be able to get the correct path in this game of life, to be able to play correctly your cards, not as a strategy to manipulate the outcome, but a strategy of your soul, of your ancestors and spirit guides, to maneuver around this magician, black magician energy that's trying to prevent you both from uniting. Let's see now with the fourth card what you have as your subconscious roots. Can we have one card, please, for the subconscious roots? Thank you. Got the King of Scrolls. The Trichitera is still under the deck. Mid-deck you've got the Muse. And under the deck, the Five of Keys. Wish fulfillment. That's under the Trichitera. The Hilarion card. Seems like you're quite unaware of the work that's still to come on your part and on Spirit's part to help you align, to help you understand how to listen to your intuition and to understand correctly what is brought forth through this intuition, through those messages, so that you can magnetize this soulmate, so that you can both be an inspiration towards one another, so that you can unite and create this abundant future and create all that you will need in the future. Let's see now with the fifth card what you had in the past. We have one card, please, for the past energy. Thank you. You had the Queen of Forces. Under the deck, still the Trichitera. The Spirit is strong with you this morning. Mid-deck, Winged Messengers, that we also see in this Loving Spirits card. And under the deck, the Six of Roses that we saw before, War of the Roses. What's under the Trichitera? The Seven of Scrolls, Complexities and Workmanship. In the past you were met with this dark practitioner, this dark magician that used his black magic to appear like a vibrant sun, like a light energy, but that was actually cloaked, that was hidden with this moon energy as a dark practitioner. This meeting actually only served one purpose: to help you awaken, to get you to start to listen to your intuition, to reunite those different parts of yourself, the willpower, the actions, the emotions, the manifestation abilities, so that you would do the work, the inner work that was necessary so that you could get your crown. So that you would listen to your angels, ancestors and spirit guides, to divine, to help create this table where you both, you and your soulmate, would be able to get together in the future. Yeah. You had to do the inner work to fight and prevail over what seemed to be love, but was actually unhelpful attachment that were hidden, that were disguised as love by this dark practitioner. Yeah. This feminine energy that is quite cold, that is more in its mental abilities than its art space. Let's see now with the 6th card what you'll have in the future. And we have 1 card, please, for the future energy. Thank you. We got Hudson. Under the deck, you still have the Trichitera. This is insane. A good insane, though. Mid-deck, the Ace of Keys, the Architect. Under the Architect, you've got the 7 of Roses, the Voyage. And under the Trichitera, you've got the Divine Medicine, the Divine Doctor, actually. Yeah. Looks like Jesus. Hudson. Here I am. Yeah. That's when you are able to conjure the energies, the spirits of your ancestors and spirit guides to help ground you in the present, to help receive information, knowledge that you need in the present moment. To know that you are always helped and guided, protected by your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Yeah. In the future, you are gonna continue to grow this ability of yours to listen to your intuition, to receive intuitive messages, to be an open channel for the divine, to be able to heal others by your presence, with your voice, through your actions, through the words that you speak into existence. And thus you will be achieving this mission, this goal. You will be building this legacy, fulfilling this mission that you had to undertake, to be able to really learn everything you have to learn from this lifetime, to be an actor in this voyage of your life, being freed from this past energy, this past dark practitioner, and to embark on the true voyage of your soul. Again, place those cards like this to make some space. There we go. Okay. Let's see now with the 7th card what you have as an attitude. Can we have 1 card, please, for the attitude? That's 2 cards. 1 card, please, for the attitude. Thank you. That's still 2 cards, but this one flipped. Okay. What's that? Well, okay, I'm gonna take both of those. Let's listen to Spirit. So you have the Ace of Forces, the Akashik field, and the 2 of Forces, the Willow Tree. And we have 1, 2, 3. What's under the deck? The 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 there. A nice progression, hey? The 4 of forces. Yeah, spring and autumn. So rebirth and slowly dying. Mid deck, the King of Keys. Under the deck, the 4 of Keys. Free the roadblock, remove the roadblocks. Under the 4 of forces, you have the reflection, where we see this boat that is on this voyage. We just saw the voyage card just before. So this is something significant. Yeah, I feel you are actively doing the work to listen more and more to your intuition and to be able to receive knowledge that's been kept in your Akashic records, that is in the ether, in this energy that is everywhere around us and in us, to receive those intuitive nudges, those messages, to do this flip of energy internally from a space where you felt like you were losing energy, where you were drained by this past energy, this past Queen of Forces, this dark practitioner. And you are doing this internal flip through those intuitive messages to come back to life again, to spring back to life, so that you will be able in the future to reach this summer energy that we saw before here. Yeah. To find on this voyage of your soul, your true soul's reflection, your truth. Yeah. To remove the roadblocks towards the future, where you want to be able to plant this new tree of life, to find peace, with your ancestors and spirit guides, with future generations, by knowing that you have done your mission, you have done what was required of you to do some form of generational healing, so that this new tree of life that you would plant, this new family that you would start, would be free from those past dark energies. Let's continue this reading this morning with the 8th card. That's going to be speaking about the environment. There you go. The voyage card that we saw before. Flipped. Under the deck you still have the Tricartera. This is nearing the statistically impossible, but most improbable, but hey, it's spirit. Mid deck you have lookout, the onlooker, the one that's on the lookout for dangers, for rocks that could damage the ship on this voyage. But there's this fire on the sails behind him. He doesn't seem to be aware that there's this dark energy that's still at play. Under the deck, the Six of Roses, the War of Roses, and under the Trichotera, the Six of Keys, Ascending Moon, yeah, I feel this environment energy is an invitation in your environment to conjure up all your strength, all your abilities, to work on bettering your situation within your environment, maybe changing environment towards an environment that's more suited for you, so that you can embark on this voyage without being plagued by this past energy, so that you can actually win this war that's plaguing you in your emotion, in your art, that's preventing you from uniting with this unconditionally loving energy in the future. There's some work that needs to be done in your environment so that this voyage can be undertook correctly, with all the bases in correct order. Without bringing with you anything that would keep this dark energy around you. Let's see now with the ninth card what you have as your hopes and fears. Can we have one card please for the hopes and fears? That's 3 cards. One of them, 2 of them flipped the 5 of Roses, the Garden, and the 8 of Keys, the Master Builder, Master and Apprentice. What's there? The Trichotera and the 3 of Keys. Yeah, seems like your ancestors, spirit guides, your angels are trying to prevent you from losing this game, are trying to get you to be able to play your pieces correctly, so that you can learn how to work consistently towards reaching your goal, towards reaching this garden, this heaven of yours. Can we have one card please? One card for the hopes and fears. Thank you. That's the 2 of Keys. The Treasure. Under the deck, the 4 of Keys. Removing roadblocks. Mid deck you have the 8 of Scrolls. Unknown Path. Under this unknown path you have Archangel Michael that we saw before, with love and protection. Under the 4 of Keys, card number 4, Faith, birthing something new, a birth of a project, of a new soul, Also 44 might have a special meaning for you. Actually, 4 of roses, 4 and 4 of keys, 444 might also have a special meaning for you. Yeah, I feel like you hope to be able to finish some form of an introspection, some form of an hermit phase where you've been looking within yourself, inside of you, to find some form of a key, some form of a knowledge, a way to move forward, a way to remove this dark practitioner from your life, so that you can create, start, so that you can birth a new path, this new family, a path that would lead to this willow tree that you would be able to plant for future generation. A path of love, of protection, a divine path. But I feel like this key that you are looking for within you is not only within you, it's only half of the key. The other half is this other soulmate, this other energy, and together both of your keys form this Graal. So it's like a snake trying to eat its tail. It's like the question, is it the chicken or the egg? Well, it might need both. Let's see now with a 10th card what you have as a most probable final outcome. Thank you. You've got Hilarion, that we also saw before. Under the deck, Major Arcana number 2, the Akashik Library. Mid deck, the 2 of Roses. 22 might have a special meaning for you. Winged Messenger, that we saw before. Under this Winged Messenger, you have the 4 of Scrolls. Yeah, some form of a karmic work that needs to be achieved. And under the Akashic Library, card number 8, Archangel Raphael. Yeah, seems like the message here for you this morning is, don't worry, you will be helped, you will receive all the messages, all the intuition that you need, all the knowledge that is kept by your soul in your Akashic records. You will receive the help, the protection, the knowledge. You will be nudged towards this table that is being created, that is being placed together by the angels, your ancestors and spirit guides, so that you both will be able to sit together so that you both will be able to create a new path, to plant new seeds on this new path, this willow tree, to create a new path, karmic path, dharmic path actually. Yeah. Let's see with the Karma's Oracle what's special about this karmic path, this dharmic path. Can we have one card, please? What do we need to know about this karmic or dharmic path? Thank you. Got cycle of life. Yeah. The Lion King. Under the deck, broken chains. Under broken chains, the Garden of Destiny. And mid deck, the Wheel of Karma. What is yours, what has been signed in your soul's contract, what has always been yours, both in all of those lifetimes, that has been prevented in all of those lifetimes by this Queen of Forces, this Dark Practitioner. It is being broken in this lifetime. The karmic wheel, destiny's wheel, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. It is turning in your favor because you have done the work to set yourself free, to remove any energies that try to keep you stuck, that try to keep you in unhelpful attachments, in substances like alcohol, drugs, addictions. It is now time for you both to unite, to create this new path, this new tree of life, to create this heaven on earth, this garden of your destiny. And we are going to take a last card from the Radiant Sun Oracle. So what does the sun want to tell you this morning? What can the sun illuminate that would be helpful on this journey? Yeah, drama. Keep it in the past, but it was necessary. There's this sign that's not a Trichitera, but it's looking like it a bit. Seems like in the infinite possibilities and the infinite path that are available, so many of them contain drama, but it was as much inevitable as it was only a small part of all those different paths that could be walked, that could be lived. Yeah, under the deck you have romance. See, you had to go through all the drama, all the trauma, all the dark energies of the past, of those past lifetimes, so that you could very soon find this true love, this soulmate, receive Cupid's arrow, so that you could live, and not only live but cherish this most beautiful unconditional love. You had to be able to cherish it by knowing the opposite energy. Under the deck there's speculation that I never saw before. Antimonium, sulfur, bismuth, vitriol. All of those things are poisonous. With this crab, it's the Cancer sign, but why did I feel like it was a Scorpion? Maybe there's something there between Scorpions and Cancer energies for you. And mid-deck you have Devotion. Devotion with this Sun and the Moon, like we see in this Queen of Forces. And under there's a bird in the tree, and the other bird is dead underground. Yeah, feels like this past energy, this past dark practitioner wanted you to be devoted to its cause, to always be within its reach. But as I said before, there's this shift of energy that's gonna be draining its life force and giving it back to you. You are in your spring going to your summer, when this energy is in its falling towards winter, and winter just started, so yeah. But for you, this spring, this summer is romance, is reunification after many lifetimes apart. It is creating this divine union. It is living in pure unconditional love. And creating a new path, a new unknown path that will lead towards this beautiful garden of your destiny. This garden of your destiny is your paradise. Yeah. So this is the message we had for you this morning. I hope it has brought you some information, a message to help and guide you on your destiny's path for your highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of all of creation. I thank you for your presence with me this morning. I hope you have a very beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.